Hi, this is Ed Nowatka from Publishing Perspectives. I'm here with Ronald Schild from Frankfurt, Germany. Ronald, can you tell us what your position is and what it is that you do?
My name is Ronald Schild. I'm the CEO of MBB. We are a service company for the German book trade, doing supply chain management solutions, and belong to Börsenverein, the German Publisher and Bookseller Association.
And Ronald, you say you have a new mission in life. Can you tell us what that is exactly?
I'm evangelizing for metadata, and currently I'm trying to create awareness among publishers how important metadata is to market books. There is a saying in the market that metadata is the new bookseller. I wouldn't go as far as saying that's 100% true, but if you look at the large online catalogs, for example, be it print or e-books, with millions of titles, it becomes increasingly difficult for a publisher to market the one book he or she wants to market. And the only way to achieve that is either spending lots of money in advertising or getting the metadata right.
What are publishers doing wrong at the moment that you'd like to see corrected?
Well, metadata is for many publishers an open field, and it starts with the basic metadata. If a book doesn't have a title, if it doesn't have an author, quite often it cannot be found. So if you look for any author and the author is not part of your metadata set, this book will not be found. And then we now have a multitude of research proving that the richer the metadata, the more extensive the metadata, the better the sales results, the sales levels are. And if you can even break it down by the individual data field. Like, for example, if the title, a metadata set, contains the language of the publication, that field alone will double your probability of selling that book. So we have reliable proof that good, rich metadata dramatically increases sales.
So from a German perspective, simply putting the language as German in the metadata field can double the sales because it signals to the broader German-speaking audience around the world that this book is available.
Exactly.
So it's a very simple solution, one that people might think is almost redundant, right? If they're a German publisher, why do I have to say it's a German book?
Exactly. It's a little bit like search engine optimization. Like, for example, if you take the description of a book, we call the fields usually description or long text, long descriptions. Most of the publishers just do the flap copy in there. But the flap copy really depends what the editor of the book wants to tell its audience. It does not necessarily have to do a lot with the book and the content of the book. So the title might not appear in the description field on the flap copy. The main characters might not appear. But if it's not in there, it's getting harder for Google and other search engines to find the book. And that as well is part of the metadata. So publishers have to become much more digitally driven when it comes to their data in order to get the metadata right. It's quite often it's very, very obvious stuff, maybe too obvious to be looked at.
As a person in your role, is there a remedy for this, such as a metadata checklist?
Yeah, we're actually working on that. We do that. We try and have automated tools to check the quality of the metadata. We will have a set of instructions and guidelines ready later this year. And we even set up a new company called VLB Services. VLB is our books and print database, and VLB Services is a new company focusing on outsourcing metadata management. So we help publishers to, for example, get the product categories right and the keywords for their backlist, or take over the whole metadata management for their new publications. We're even working with vendors of ERP systems for publishers to get the new book information, new book data directly from the ERP system in our system, so we can work on it and send it back to the ERP system.
Perfect. And how can people learn more about this? Can they find you online?
Oh yeah, sure. They can find me on Twitter, on Facebook,
Which addresses?
It's Rschild, R-S-C-H-I-L-D.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ronald.